Kurumjai, a very good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV and I'm Victoria Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Campaign for Just and Fair Delimitation calls a two-day statewide general strike against government's inaction on the demand of NRC before census. 14 CSOs Kanglei Park apprised Governor Kumar Bhalla to freeze 1971 delimitation until illegal immigrants are identified in Manipur. Manipur Governor Kumar Bhalla summons an 8th session of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly on September 2nd. And Churachandpur Cookie civil society organizations issued a 48-hour ultimatum over alleged intrusion by security force personnel at PC nursing home. And now the top stories. Campaign for Just and Fair Delimitation at JFD has called a 48-hour statewide general strike from the midnight of August 18 to demand that the government defer the census until the NRC is updated. JFD convener Jitendra Ningomba announced the decision to media persons during a press meet held at the Wall United Youths Club in Wangkai Angom Lekai this afternoon. Speaking at the press meet, Jitendra stated that the government's disregard for the JFD's demand to defer the census until the Manipur NRC is updated has forced the committee to launch the statewide ban. He decried the government's insistence on pushing ahead with the census despite stiff public opposition, noting that online self-enumeration commenced today. Clarifying that the general strike is not intended to cause undue hardship to the public, Jitendra added that its primary goal is to bring the voice of the people to the attention of the central government. The JFD convener also warned of intensified agitation if the government fails to heed their demands.
Community mayamgi duga kundamine mayam punamuna amato onasu sangsilabo kongjung ama oibnina hayeng kongjung sangsilingegi maraksida karigurumba aikogi lining laishon ga mari leinaba ana lai ga mari leinaba essential oiba kalos ga mari leinaba potadi akoi strike sanction biriba kangbu singna madudi kaktin yengbinaba wafam ama thamjari khwaidi hena hygienic madi sigi maraksida karigumba सरकार की कर्मचारी नि हाइदना सिगी सेंसस तोननो होनमोदमदा क्वाइदि सावबो थौदां लौगदरिबो ट्रेनिंग तोलकु तारगदि लेबिरिबा माइकै की अखंग खंगबो कांगबु सिंगदुना मदुबु तिंगनबो होनमोदमदा उपाय सिजन बिउ आइबो वाफम सिमसु मियामगी बा मफमदा थमजरि
अखोय मैतै पांगन हाइरिबा सगै जात पकलगा लैरिबा अखोयसे एनआरसी तोरकपदा अखोय करिगुमदा किनिंगाई लैते हाइबा सिमतंग हाइजरगा लैबिरिबा मैतै पांगन कम्युनिटी पूर्णमकना मियाम पूर्णमकना जेएफटी ना कौरकलिबा जनरल स्ट्राइक असदा कोई पूर्णमक सोगतमिनसी हाइबा वाफम सिकतंग आई तेतंग थमजगे
ngasi thoiba thodo khudimak se sarkar na hena daito lofam thoi heba se haini madu matam sana daito lorok tabani na akoi ngasi gi khongjang se sangjalak se sangjalak matam da naga gi singi sinina khudimak district khudimana naga khudimana hariba khongjang is the sogali haba wafam se ai niti people committee gi ko convener moina ai na masi haininge
census tawdringa de NRC tawgni haiba wafam si ngasi matang changsilak pu matam sida Manipur government na aikhoi gi khongjang se aikhoi gi dabi si phangdri bawba amatta oina aikhoi ning handana changminagni haiba se media thum thamjari thank
concerned authority state government OBI central government OBI public na praja na pamba thabakta tawbuduna mayamgi nungsiba mayamgi apamba tawbuduna hena government gi su afaba oigani haiba wahang se habige aduga mayam pulak yelhomi khudingmak naga oibiyai maitai oibiyai kana oibiyai umnamakna saugatpham thoi haiba se JFD gi demand se koisu pulap punna saugin manase haiba se haiba jage thank you
Meanwhile, a scuffle erupted at DM College of Teacher Education between security forces and members of Students' Wing of Campaign for Just and Fair Delimitation (JFD) after students tried to interfere in the census training session for enumerator and supervisor. In the scuffle, 2 students sustained injuries from lathi charge. The 2 injured students are underwent treatment at Raj Medicity. Speaking on the sideline, convener of JFD Students' Wing, Narem Wangamba, has expressed strong dissatisfaction on alleged use of force against students who have been demanding the postponement of census until NRC is updated in the state. He asserted that students are trying to save the indigenous communities for the sake of future generations. On the other hand, a volunteer of JFD Students' Wing, Karibam Reshma, stressed that people of Manipur and JFD have been demanding NRC update in the state before continuing with census exercise as the state faces uncertainties from influx of illegal immigrants. However, government remained silent to the demand of people, and census trainings have been conducted against the interests of indigenous communities. She also condemned the alleged use of force against students by Manipur police personnel.
For just and fair. Lobu paibiriba misam miambu yaifanabagidamata ngak senaba tawriba nakoina jo miambu napthaba yaroeba nakoina miam jigidamata yaifanabagidamata pugadoribneba maramaduna ngasi asokpa jida yauriba jida daisi hairibase dem university ki cultural secretary amane hairiba cultural secretary ama mairoi khunai gi damakta representative amana ngarang jo hairiba porompat ki anongsan na leiba Manipur Census Directorate of Census Operation da chathar gi matamda hospital da soeba sigumba mahiroi khunai jigi oiba aikoi ki tungi mirol gi damakta aikoi khodima ki hak ki damakta ngasi talaba matamda university amagi representative amana so aba matamda dem science arts commerce hairiba dem university ki manung da chaliba amadi university ki satra khodima na tumina leithokwa haibase nakhoi da jo hak matung tarakpa generation da hak khongang na roi haninga leiteba maram maduna ngasi Laiba student Kuribanga Tolaga Ngasina Koi Tinguda Batagadi, Nakoi, Aikoi, Punamaki Tungi Mirogi, Konga from this, Mayek Sangra Gani Hypase, Mediagi Tonga, Tamjari Amadi, Nasi Labak Miamna so, Haiba Jeftina, Lakokipa Kongang Puna support of Duna Tungi Mirose, Kaminasi Hypase, Mediagi Tonga, Tamjari Tungi Miro Kaminasi. Aigi, Recha, Aigi, Kangai Pass in a Mulakan, I call it careers in a kind of doing over Queen Hiding is it. Makoina support to Bigadra had to be bumming a mahuta. I could do on Sanbiraga, I could put you hiding me to me answer to the higher I could puan the hand but you Karamba Wakalonda, Moina Tauriba Tabato to me in a Calibrava. Adua Mapam do the Sataring I matamda, DMU University the Ladiba. Satra is now sing lady Kudimana. I coin a Tauriba Konjangsida, Sarugabi Bagima Huta, Moyo in a manning Halaga later at Sakibaza, Moiki Saruya the Brava. I could Satra, hide by Satra, I could Katanga, Mokoi Satra, Natabra, Mokoi Tungi, you mean Natabra, Mokoi my Tamasa, Natabrava. Mokoina, like Togas Yelaga, Akoikana, at the Taiwina, Akoyariba, Akoikatanga, Soksanu, Moidi, Sokpaya, the Hibagum winner, Manning Halaga, like Tiangiba, Adutita Sing and Nuiza there, Mokoizu, my take me away, but Tarbadi, my take E. May take Imana Popo E way, but Tarbadi, Mokoizu pull up Tokirova, Tokiraga, Nasi Akoiki Ire Baxia. I quickly won't see a man by the way of a neighborhood.
A delegation comprising representatives of 14 CSOs has met Manipur Governor Jikumar Bhalla this afternoon and urged him to withhold delimitation until the NRC is updated in the state, while also taking measures to initiate talks between the CSOs and the central government. Convener of the 14 CSOs, Shanta Nahakwam, informed this to media persons outside the Lok Bhavan complex following the meeting. Shanta stated that the delegation included himself, Kabui Union Manipur President Dr. Hira Kabui, Amukok President SM Jalal, and representatives from the Kom Union Manipur, Rongmei Union, Mitei Lipun, Arambai Tengol, and Mitei Pangal. Asserting that conducting delimitation is a primary objective for the CSOs and indigenous people, he contended that it must only be executed after proper verification and identification of illegal immigrants. He further noted that the 14 SASOs are asking both the state and central governments to implement a policy that freezes the delimitation exercise from 1971 onwards until the immigrant identification process is complete. The convener added that the delegates also urged the governor to push the centre to hold a political dialogue with the CSOs in the state. Noting that they have not found any active website portal for census self-enumeration, Shanta demanded that the government either constitute a relevant committee during the 15-day online self-enumeration window or that the governor, chief minister and home minister meet with central leaders to secure a political decision to withhold the census.
Foreigner, illegal immigration अखोई मणिपुर की delimitation से 1971 की delimitation दा freeze तोगा लेबदो 2027 दा 2026 फॉर freeze तोगने ना हाइबदो मधुकी पोतो हंदोलगा delimitation से until and unless अखोई मितो भाइबदे foreigners सिंग illegal immigrants सिंग से लोगथोक पर लोइत्री बाउदी delimitation से freeze तोगा अतुम थम्मे यानबा formula अमा government of India का government of Manipur का येगमिनसी हाइबसे मसी थमजरम बने लोइना ना लाइबन मित्रांगानी सिगी मनुंदा गवर्नर ने सिंदीरगा दिल्ली की पोस्ट में हमारे तारे पॉलिटिकल पोस्ट सिंह की अपॉइंटमेंट लोबी रकांदा दिल्ली दा पॉलिटिकल परस्यू में तोबा यानबा मधु सिंदी होयना कोई थमजरमी है ना सुमाइना थमजगे
अदुगा लाइरिबा सिगी प्रजा सिंगी अपाम्बा मियाम की अपाम्बा से मसी पॉलिटिकल की ओइबा वारी सानबा मा सेंटर की लुसिंग बसिंग लेवल दा गवर्नर अमसुंग मणिपुर गवर्नमेंट दायित्व लोबीरगा फैसिलिटेटर ओइबीरगा मधु सिंबियो मणिपुर प्रजा की मिहुत सिंगा गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का फामिनबगी तंजा सिंबियो मधु की वाफम दो अखोई थमजबनी राउजौजिंग मणिपुर दा लैरिबा इलीगल माइग्रेंट सिंग अमसुंग इन्फ्लक्स ऑफ माइग्रेंट सिंग से मसिगी सबचाबा लेखाय म ताद्रिंगै अखोई करिगुमा मखल की सेंसस खंगदे डिलिमिटेशन खंगदे करिगुमा म फावबा तोबिबा यारोय हाइबसे मसिगी वाफम से अखोई गवर्नर संगिबा डेलीगेशन टीम सिना थमजबन अदुगा लोइना गवर्नर ना ताकपिरकबा वाफम से इन कंसल्टेशन विद द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट मा अखोई प्रजा सिंह का अखोई गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का फामिनबा हाइबदो मधुगे मतंग अथुब मतमदा मदन नोमनिनी सिगे मनुंगदा सबचावा फिरेप अमा लौगनी अदुगा लोइना अखोइदा मखा ताबा इंफॉर्मेशन पिरकनी हाबा वाफम से सुमाइन थंबिरे हाइता
Democratic Youth Front DYF, a constituent body of the Democratic People's Front DPF Manipur, has announced its endorsement on the course of action decided by the Campaign for Just and Fair Delimitation JFD regarding census deferment and NRC update in the state. Addressing a press meet at the party office, DYF President Konsam Premjit stated that updating the Manipur NRC before conducting the census aligns entirely with the DYF's stance. He criticized the government's move to push ahead with the census despite the public opposition, warning that it will only aggravate the chaotic situation in the state. Premjit urged the authorities to hold census operations only after the Manipur NRC is fully updated. He also condemned the inappropriate behavior allegedly displayed towards female students by DSP Dhiraj during a protest in front of the Directorate of Census office at Porumpad yesterday, terming it an utter disrespect to the women. The DYF president demanded that the government take swift legal action against the DSP and appealed to the public to collectively support the movement being spearheaded by the JFD.
Government employees census thinaba enumerator hapibu mayam asiju wakal tabiyu maramdi kaigino hai kanda government employee oiba enumerator nakhoi gi saruk yauribani akoi nujik changsal laiba khongjang ase matam amada government employees gi कोई तोलोब हेंगतबगी थांजे सुटी थादबगी अमदी टीएडी हेंगतबगी दी यूनियन का मानरगा पुलक मानरगा खुजिंग ओरगा अचौबा एजुकेशन अमा चंगसलगा नखोगी पांडमदो फंगी अदो सी लेबागी चौबा इशूददी नोय करी तौरी नोयगी सरु यावदब्रा नखोय अदुक हंगना पुक्सेल पिकपरा नोय नसाना सागी द खनबरा नोयगी लेबा एसोसिएशन दो करी तौरगा ले हाइबसे मियाम न हंगगे अखोय जो हंगी अदुगा मथंगदा ngarangi akogi porongpat ki director of census officer chathakiba DSP amagi thawong do yamna yaningde mana tawkiba akogi nupi sing dur man inna khotana nupa mo haibagi ngamme hai matagum order gi wang da mana tawkiba thawong ado aduki matik yaningde magi mathakta mari leina department na achogo action na lobiyo hek log da bata gari miyam ga loina raga akogi DPM na so kay no kha tawkane adu gi ju khanbiyo.
A large number of students staged a rally along Tiddim Road today, demanding NRC update before conducting census in the state. The rally organized by the JFD Students' Wing began from Tiddim Ground at around 11 a.m. As they reached Kwakait Hill, security forces attempted to block them, but the students managed to break through the barricades. They marched ahead before taking a U-turn at Keshampat Junction and concluded the rally at their starting point. During the rally, the protesters shouted slogans demanding immediate NRC implementation and the settlement of internally displaced persons before census operations. They also demanded the suspension of Manipur Police DSP Dheeraj, whom they accuse of using excessive force and misbehaving with a group of student protesters during a demonstration the previous day. Torch rallies were carried out across valley districts in support of JFD's demand to postpone the census exercise until NRC is updated in Manipur. People have been demanding the postponement of self-enumeration exercise of census until NRC is updated to identify illegal immigrants in Manipur. People have been insisting that the timing of census is inappropriate as thousands of people continue to take shelter at relief camps. In the torch rallies that were held last night, people chanted slogans such as "No NRC, no census." Kanglei People's Confederation, in short CAPCON, has extended support to the people of Manipur who are demanding NRC update to identify illegal immigrants in the state before going ahead with census. In the praise note, CAPCON maintained that demand to postpone census in Manipur is legitimate considering the prevailing unrest situation in Manipur. Kanglei People's Confederation has further extended support to people's movement. And now, before we move on to other news, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV News.
Great opportunity for local operators. SKTV is expanding. Come and be a part of SKTV revolution with high-speed internet, IPTV along with OTT and other benefits. We are building stronger connections through franchising. Become a local cable operator and provide reliable information and entertainment to your neighbors. Unlock your growth with our technology and top-tier service. So if you're looking for exclusive partnership opportunities, then please call us at 700-5259-437 or 897-420-9157.
Welcome back. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. Now proceeding with other news. Manipur Governor Jikumar Bhalla has summoned the 8th session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly on September 2nd at 11 a.m. In a notification issued by Secretary of Manipur Legislative Assembly, Rohit Sapam, it is informed that Governor Jikumar Bhalla, under the power conferred by Clause 1 of Article 174 of Constitution of India, summons the Assembly session of Manipur Legislative Assembly on September 2nd. Remember, viewers, a cabinet meeting chaired by Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand at Civil Secretariat on August 11th recommended the governor to summon the assembly session. The 7th assembly session was adjourned sine die on March 18 this year. As per constitution, there are typically 3 sessions in a year, and the gap between 2 sessions of the assembly cannot exceed 6 months. So far, the cabinet has not specified how many days the 8th session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly will consist. A students' protest erupted today against the government of India's plan to swap portions of Manipur's land along the Indo-Myanmar border and its decision to hold a census before updating the Manipur NRC. The protest, organized by the All Manipur Students Union AMSU, was held in front of CC Higher Secondary School, Imphal. During the demonstration, the students' protesters shouted various slogans, including "Manipur's territory cannot be given away to Myanmar" and "No NRC, no census." Speaking to media persons on the sidelines, AMSU Organizing Secretary Thingbaitam Sanachan recalled the historical Go Back Foreigners movement spearheaded by the student union to detect and deport undocumented immigrants. He noted that the 2 distinct agreements were subsequently signed between AMSU and the government regarding this issue. Sanachan also highlighted an 8-point charter of demands, including updating the Manipur NRC before conducting any census operations, which was submitted to the Prime Minister and Home Minister following a consultative meeting at Manipur University. Criticizing both the state and central governments for failing to fulfill these demands, Sanachan strongly denounced the government of India's alleged plan to cede around 3.6 square kilometers of Manipuri land to Myanmar. He also urged the government to immediately halt this plan and take swift measures to implement the NRC in the state.
Honorable Prime Minister, Government of India, Sri Narendra Modi da Amit Shah da pohum 8-point charter of demand akoina AMSU na thangkrabne tare ngasi bobo thapak to ontok 3 ngasi mak akoina to akoina sanction do khongjang se asuke mitak yamana maram moikan tongan ba naron da hural da Government of India na chathari ba kominna kanam khangandra Manipur myam ge ayabu siyaw da Manipur myam khanglam da lam isagi iramdam pithokni torom ba se masimo AMSU na condemn tawi masi AMSU na kaidung dal hoigi singli da I mariam chiling makai de malai ba ki da ta singli da I mariam chiling matike hona thingna gani have se hoi press ki chingau ki makai da mukse.
Kuki civil society organizations in Churachandpur have issued a 48-hour ultimatum demanding the suspension and prosecution of personnel allegedly involved in an incident at BC Nursing Home in Tuibong on the night of August 15. According to a joint statement issued by several apex Kuki civil society bodies, armed Central Security Forces allegedly entered the civilian healthcare facility while attempting to remove a patient and fired live rounds inside the hospital premises. The statement jointly issued by the Kuki Inpi Churachandpur, Kuki Chiefs Association, Kuki Khanglai Luampi, Kuki Students Organization, Kuki Women Union and Kuki Women Organization for Human Rights further alleged that security personnel forcibly entered the hospital, prompting bystanders to intervene and appeal for the patient to be treated on humanitarian grounds. Amid the confrontation, several rounds were allegedly fired inside the premises, as you can see from the visual, creating panic among critically ill patients, attendants and hospital staff. The Kuki CSOs condemned the incident as a serious violation of the sanctity of the healthcare facility, describing the alleged raid as a brutal invasion of a place meant for healing and treatment. They have demanded that the authorities identify all the personnel involved, suspend them from duty and initiate legal proceedings against those found responsible. The ultimatum has been addressed to the Central Security Forces, the Churachandpur Deputy Commissioner and the Superintendent of Police. The organization warned that failure to ensure visible and transparent accountability within 48 hours will prompt them to withdraw cooperation with the local administration and security agencies and launch democratic protests. Churachandpur Doctors Association has condemned the intrusion of security forces inside the PC nursing home on August 15, alleging security excesses by Central Force personnel. In a press note, the association has maintained that hospital is a place for treating the sick and ailing. Basic human decency dictates that sick patients be allowed to receive the medical treatment they require. The right to life and access to necessary medical care cannot simply be disregarded under any circumstances. It further asserted that dragging a sick patient from a hospital bed, particularly when doing so, could jeopardize the patient's health or interrupt necessary treatment. It further maintained that the act of necessary forces are not only inhuman but also raises serious legal and constitutional concerns. Days after attack at Lanka Naga village by suspected Kuki militants, which resulted to death of 2 villagers, Kuki National Front (KNF) and a Kuki militant group under suspension of Operation Pact with Centre has rejected allegations linking its Home Secretary Jangboy Kibgan and the outfit's cadres to the recent Lanka incident in Kangpokpi district. In the press note, KNF has maintained that neither its Home Secretary, Jangboy Kibgan, nor any of its cadres had any involvement whatsoever in the incident and accused the vested interests of deliberately dragging the organization and its leadership into the case. The outfit alleged that the accusations were part of an attempt to misuse its name for political or ulterior purposes through the circulation of unsubstantiated allegations, misinformation and propaganda. KNF further maintained that the death of innocent people must never be used to settle scores, manufacture narratives, malign individuals or organizations, or create hostility between communities. It maintained that allegations concerning a serious incident must be supported by facts and credible evidence rather than speculation or narratives driven by vested interests. Several Muslim organizations staged a massive protest rally at Irong Chesaba in Thawal district today, voicing strong opposition against the inclusion of 2 non-Muslim members in the Waqf Board. The rally was jointly organized by a coalition of local bodies, including Jamaat-ul-Ulma, Irong Chesaba Development Forum, Pangal Tem, CMF, IMDC, HMC, IIAL and ISSWC. A large number of students and local youths participated in the demonstration, as you can see from the visual, shouting slogans denouncing the government's recent appointments. Speaking to media persons on the sideline of the rally, Joint Committee Against the Inclusion of Non-Muslim Members in the 8th Waqf Board, Iljuz Ahmed alleged that the BJP-led government is attempting to take control of properties donated to masjids in the name of Allah. He added that the Meitei Pangal community will never accept this arrangement. Iljuz Ahmed further warned that intense agitations will continue until the appointments of the non-Muslim members are revoked and replaced with representatives from the Meitei Pangal community. He further accused the Meitei Pangal legislators of being ignorant and unsympathetic towards the core issues faced by their own community.
Manipur government is home. Majin Kudakta. What for the property the Kutinjilapa? wakfagi property da khut thijilakpa wakfagi
कि अखोई थवाई फोबा थारबसु थारकांदा असुगुमलबा नन मुस्लिम अनि से लौथोक्त्रि फोबा अखोई कमिटी असिना खोंजंग संगसनगने हाय मफम थम्मकांदा अखोई नन मुस्लिम अनि से लौथोकपदा अखोई संगजलक खोंजंग अमगी सरुक ओइना अखोई मणिपुर पांगलगी कारिबे एमएलए अहुम से सि फोबा अखोई चौकरीदा फम्ब ngam असेंबली संगबा ngam स्टेप तो फोबा मखोई अहुम रिजाइन तौनगागी हिरेप तो लौननागी दमकता अखोई पांगल खुनाइना अमदी मणिपुर मुस्लिम सिंगना लेपको सबचान लेमिनगने हाय वफम से अमगा थमजरी
Assam Rifles celebrated India's 80th Independence Day by organizing patriotic musical and cultural events across Thoubal and Ukhrul districts in Manipur on August 14 and 15, 2026, bringing together local communities, civil administration representatives and youths in joint celebration. The celebrations commence on 14 August at the historic Kongjomwar Memorial in Thoubal district, where Assam Rifles hosted a grand band display and cultural program presided over by senior officials of the force. Building on the patriotic fervor, Assam Rifles organized a pipe band display at Bakshi Ground, Ukhrul in Ukhrul district on Independence Day, 15 August 2026. The performance drew an enthusiastic audience of 300 local civilians who witnessed the pipe band delivered melodious, highly coordinated martial compositions. On the other hand, Assam Rifles organized a series of patriotic, fitness and community engagement events across Manipur from 13 to 16 August. On 16 August 2026, cycling events took place in Imphal West and Kukching districts to promote health, discipline and eco-friendly living. At Manipuri garrison in Imphal West district, 95 personnel and 25 children participated in a morning cycling event. Simultaneously, a Tiranga cycle rally at Kukching garrison in Kukching district witnessed 121 personnel paddling to promote physical well-being and national pride. In Chandal district, multi-sport competitions were conducted at Saibol Chaubi and Ol Samtal between the 13 and 16 August. Fostering women empowerment under the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign, Assam Rifles facilitated local artisans at Kine Patna Women Empowerment Center, Tuibong in Churachandpur district to stitch handcrafted national flags in 3 sizes. These flags were made available for sale at Rayburn College. Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) today announced its new team of national office bearers under National President Nitin Nabin. Former Union Minister Smriti Irani has been appointed National General Secretary, while Ram Madhav, who previously served as the party's National General Secretary, has been elevated to National Vice President. B.L. Santosh has been reappointed National General Secretary Organization, while Union Minister of Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal has been appointed National Treasurer. Professor Tariq Mansoor from Polban, Uttar Pradesh, is the lone Muslim office bearer in the new team. Bengaluru South MP Tejashwi Surya has been replaced as Yuva Morcha President by Dr. Hemang Joshi. It also includes Tirag Singh Rawat, Manpreet Singh Badal, Ram Madhav, Vajayant J. Panda and D. Purna Rendeshwari among the National Vice Presidents. Moirang MLA Thongam Shanti inaugurated a community hall at Khudekpi in Moirang constituency, which was constructed under MLA Local Area Development Fund. Speaking on the sideline of the inaugural function, MLA Shanti acknowledged the support of people of Khudekpi during construction of the community hall. The MLA also appealed for concerted efforts in taking Moirang constituency to a new height.
ngasi khoina awa nan riba me ye tamhum ngasi wo khoina wara ga khanse akoi putsi ba de udab de gi ngasi khoina thenai ba ai ma sa kya ngasi gula pura pom dang riba ei pom le de awa o ke khang se ai koi putsi me yo khalon do nei lo mata ga di ngasi wo ka je thi ro ngam ta do sa se tar bu dam de ba ado haji bu ga koi putsi me yo ka le thi ba putsi me yo ka le tab du na ngasi di aji sol adum o pa ri la pa nya cha chi bi mo ko ta ko sa sol to le is there.
Directorate of Kok Barok and other minority languages under Tripura government's Education Department will be organizing the observance of Manipuri Language Day on August 20th to commemorate the inclusion of Manipuri language in 8 schedules of Indian Constitution through 71st Amendment Act of 1992. The Manipuri Language Day event will be held at Dr. Shama Prasad Mukherjee Town Hall and will be attended by Tripura's Chief Minister, Dr. Manik Shah. On the occasion, Nat Sankirtan teacher Salam Rajendra Singh, alias Nando, Manipuri language teacher Gurumayum Nitai Sharma, Samuelatpam Ongbi Gurumayum Ningol, Suradhani Sharma in the field of literature, and folk song Pena teacher Salibam Jivan Sin will be felicitated for their contribution to Manipuri culture and language. The event will also feature various cultural performances at the event. A group of students from Chandigarh and Puducherry are here in Manipur to experience the rich cultural heritage, history, traditions and contemporary socio-administrative landscape of the state under Ashtalakshmi Darshan Youth Exchange Program for 2026-27 Phase 2. A formal inauguration program was held at Seminar Hall of National Institute of Technology (NIT) on August 15. As a part of the program, the visiting students have undertaken visits to several important cultural, historical and heritage sites across Manipur. These include Kangla, Andro, Moirang, INA Memorial, Moirang War Memorial, Kebaching, Kongjom, Kakching and Marjing Polo Origin, among other places. Ashtalakshmi Darshan Youth Exchange Program will continue till August 27th. During the inaugural function, Registrar of NIT Manipur, Professor Kumukcham Tomba, Director of NIT Manipur, Professor Somaya Jalul, welcomed the visiting students and highlighted the importance of youth exchange programs in promoting mutual understanding, friendship and national unity. Mona Lisa Art and Cultural Association Ningomthong Kitnapanung showcased its new short play on Thok Naraga Yengsi today at the Rupmal Theatre in Imphal. The play was produced under the aegis of the Department of Art and Culture, Government of Manipur, with sponsorship from Chief Minister Gi Artist Sengi Tengbang, CM80. The event was attended by G. Dharmada Sharma, Joint Director, Department of Art and Culture, L. Brajamohan, Vice Chairman, Rupmal Theatre, and R.K. Khogendra, State Kala Academy awardee. Speaking in this regard, Nomai Kakpam Mona Lisa, a member of the association, noted that Onthok Naraga Yengshi is their third play under CM80. She explained that the story highlights how the younger generation's disregard for traditional values and discipline leads to personal hardships. Mona Lisa also shared that the play has been selected for the Bhagya Chandra Festival in West Bengal. She added that the association has won several awards in the past, including the Bhim Rao Ambedkar Award.
Manipuri State Academy awardine aduga aikoigi chhatranga siyam phangre ngarang na handasu koi Dr. Bhim Rao award phange adagi ai chhatrada best actor actress automatic yam phangre 2020 da igi se hodukjabani adu sidagi agi oja guru gi makha tom bane sahi manga ramu gi mogi makha tom adai sune heletana ina makoina pibiramba guideline makoi thaksi khasi gi.
Security forces yesterday arrested 2 active RPF PLA cadres from different locations in Imphal West District. According to Manipur police, 19-year-old Kumantem Lanchen Bamite, originally from Napat Awanglekai in Bishnupur district and currently staying at Lamphel supermarket, was arrested from Thiam Leshangkong area under the Wangoi police station. The police aided that 25-year-old Gretson Lawrembam alias Gere, a resident of Langjing near CRPF gate number 3 in Imphal West district, was arrested from Awang Lekin Thabi Santipur under the Sekmai police station. National Oral Health Program, in short NOHP Thobal, under the aegis of District Health Society Thobal, organized a one-day District Health Society Thobal for teachers in Thobal district today. A total of 30 teachers from various schools in the district took part in the Oral Health Training Program, which was held at Conference Hall of CAC Yaripok. CAC Yaripok MO in charge, Dr. L. Robinson Singh, and MDS Dental Surgeon, Dr. L. Jorsini, attended the program as resource persons and informed teachers on how to educate students on maintaining good oral health. And now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Lamphel, Manipur recorded a maximum temperature of 28.5 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was recorded at 23 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 92% in the morning and 92% in the evening today. As per report, Manipur received 5.4 millimeters of rainfall in the last 24 hours. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Campaign for Just and Fair Delimitation calls a two-day statewide general strike against government's inaction on the demand of NRC before census. 14 CSOs Kanglekpag apprised Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla to freeze 1971 delimitation until illegal immigrants are identified in Manipur. Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla summons 8th session of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly on September 2nd. And Churachandpur Cookie Civil Society Organization issued a 48-hour ultimatum over alleged intrusion by security force personnel at PC Nursing Home. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates. Till then, good night.